Chrisley Knows Best fans are excited that new episodes have returned to USA Network. The patriarch of the show, Todd, shares a teaser trailer on his Instagram. This trailer features Chloe, and she's more adorable than ever. For viewers just tuning in, Chloe is Todd and Julie's granddaughter. However, they've adopted her. Keep reading to find out what's going on with Chloe and why there's ice cream involved. Recently, Todd Chrisley shares a trailer for an episode of Chrisley Knows Best. The video begins with Julie Chrisley asking Chloe what she thinks about Karat. Then Todd says, "If you start it, you're going to finish it." To that sentiment, the narrator proclaims that Chrisleys don't quit. However, there's a caveat to that. The narrator adds, "Until it gets hard." The next part of the clip is Chloe and Todd at Karat. Sweetly, Chloe says, "It kinda hurts." Todd whispers in return, "Why don't we just go get ice cream?" There's no doubt that the reality television star has the best of intentions for Chloe. So surely she gets ice cream. The caption of Todd's post confirms it. The father of 6 writes, "Quitters never win, but they do get ice cream." While this may seem counterintuitive, one fan points out that the situation is a win-win. Chloe got to stop doing Karat because she doesn't want to, and she got to get ice cream. While there are a lot of comments that share the sentiment that ice cream is the cure for everything, most of them can't get over how Todd treats Chloe. There's no doubt that Todd has a great relationship with his granddaughter. However, there is an argument to be made that Todd is getting less strict with his kids as he ages. It is hard to imagine that he would let Chase or Savannah quit something and then reward them with ice cream. For example, when they had the smoothie shop, it was apparent that no one really wanted to be there, but Todd didn't let his kids give up. What do you think about Todd's plan? If you had to choose between Karat and ice cream, what flavor ice cream are you getting? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. The Georgia sun was already blazing by mid-morning, casting golden heat waves over the driveway of the Chrisley household. A chaotic scene unfolded in the front yard. A purple bike lying sideways on the grass, a glittery helmet halfway down the driveway, and a very frustrated little girl standing with her arms crossed, glaring at the world, or at least her bike. Chloe Chrisley, age 9.5, and don't you dare forget the half, was done. Done with trying to ride without training wheels. Done with falling. Done with the whole "you've got this, sweetie" motivational speech her grandfather kept repeating like it was the only thing in his vocabulary. And just like that, the back door creaked open. Out strutted Todd Chrisley, decked out in designer sneakers, crisp khaki shorts, and a white polo that looked like it had never even heard of sweat. He carried a Yeti tumbler like it was an Olympic torch and wore the unmistakable expression of someone who had just seen one of his grandbabies give up. "Are we having a moment?" he said, not really asking. Chloe didn't look at him. Her eyes stayed glued to the offending bike, as if sheer hatred might cause it to explode. "I'm done." "Done like you're done for the day?" Todd asked cautiously. "Done like forever," Chloe snapped. "I quit." Todd sipped from his tumbler like he was in a dramatic soap opera. "Lord give me strength," he muttered, glancing skyward. Then back to Chloe. "Now, I know I didn't just hear you say the Q word in my yard." "It's too hard," she said, dragging her foot in the grass. "I fall every time. I don't want to do it anymore." Todd knelt down, ignoring the fact that his outfit cost more than a small car payment. "Well, Sugar Plum, I hate to break it to you, but the Chrisleys are not a quitting kind of people." Chloe crossed her arms tighter. "Maybe I'm not a Chrisley." "Oh, you did not," Todd said, clutching his invisible pearls. "You want me to get the birth certificate?" "I've got receipts, ma'am." "You're ours." Chloe cracked a reluctant smile, then shoved it back inside. Todd stood up and dramatically paced in front of the driveway like a general inspecting his troops. "Let me ask you something, Chloe. Did Bianchi quit when she got kicked out of Star Search?" Chloe blinked. "What's Star Search?" "Never mind, that was before your time." "Did Simone Biles quit when people told her she was too short to do gymnastics?" "Exactly." And did your grandpa Todd quit when he tried to start a clothing line and the whole thing flopped because America wasn't ready for high-end Southern glam? He paused. Okay, maybe bad example. But I bounced back, Chloe sighed and sat down in the grass, tugging at her sneakers. But what if I just can't do it? You can't. Yet, Todd corrected, his tone softening. Listen, baby girl, the truth is, anything worth doing is gonna feel hard. The first time I went on TV, I sounded like a goat in a tuxedo. You think that stopped me? Flo giggled. You sounded like a goat? Like one that just discovered Botox, Todd said proudly. He walked over to the bike, lifted it upright with a gentle thud, and turned to face her. You know what the only reason to quit is? What? She asked, barely curious. Todd leaned in and whispered like he was sharing classified FBI secrets. Ice cream. Chloe blinked. What? Ice cream? He repeated, eyes wide. That's the only thing worthy of stopping your plans. Let's say you're doing chores and boom. Someone says, we're going for ice cream. You drop that broom like it's on fire. That's allowed. That's called prioritizing. Chloe giggled again, this time with her whole body. But learning to ride a bike? Todd continued, tapping the handlebars. That's one of the big things. It teaches you grit, balance, how to keep going even when you fall. Kinda like life. She looked at the bike, then at her scraped knee, then at him. But it hurts. Baby, everything hurts at first. Try getting a colonoscopy at 50. Ew, she squealed. Todd chuckled. All right, let's make a deal. You give it one more shot. Just one. You fall again. I won't say another word. But if you stay on for 5 seconds, we go get the biggest, messiest, most ridiculous ice cream sundae Atlanta has ever seen. I'm talking fudge, marshmallows, gummy bears, the works. Chloe hesitated. Even cherries? I'll buy you a whole jar. Her eyes narrowed. With a spoon? With a shovel, if that's what it takes. She stood up, brushing off her shorts like a soldier heading into battle. Okay, one more try. But if I crash into the mailbox again, I'm suing. Noted, Todd said, holding up 3 fingers like a Boy Scout. And if you succeed, you're officially upgraded to Chrisley level 10. She grabbed the handlebars and put on her helmet. Is that higher than level 9, sweetheart? Level 10 means you get to sit in the front seat and pick the playlist. Even if it's Taylor Swift. Todd winced. Even then. With Todd holding the back of the seat, Chloe got on the bike. Her legs wobbled, her hands trembled, and her heart pounded in her ears. Todd gave her a push and jogged alongside. You've got this, he said, steady and calm. I don't know, she shouted, pedals stuttering beneath her. Yes, you do, he yelled back. Look ahead, not down, you're doing it. And just like that, she was. Her feet spun, her balance held, and for a full 5 seconds, maybe even 10, Chloe was flying. Todd let go, she screamed, not in fear, but in triumph. I'm doing it, I'm riding. Then she wobbled, veered left, and landed softly into the neighbor's flower bed. Todd winced. Sorry, Martha. Chloe popped up, helmet crooked, eyes wild. Did you see that? I did it. Todd ran over, arms wide. Baby girl, you so did it, she grinned. Does this mean ice cream? Todd looked at her like she'd asked if gravity still worked. Are you kidding? This calls for the supreme Sunday of celebration. Grab your flip-flops. As they walked inside to wash up, Todd slung an arm around her shoulder. You know what you just did, right? Fell into a garden. Nope, he said. You became a Chrisley level 10. She beamed. So now I get to pick the music in the car? He groaned. I have a feeling I'm about to listen to Shake It Off 17 times in a row. Chloe skipped ahead. Tay-tay for life as Todd followed. He shook his head and muttered to himself, no quitting allowed. Unless there's ice cream. Or Taylor Swift, apparently. He looked up at the sky again, like he always did in moments like this. Lord, you gave me this child to test me, didn't you? Somewhere up there, the Lord probably laughed. But down here on Earth, in the messy, magical, glitter-sprinkled chaos that was the Chrisley household, it was just another day of learning, laughing, and loving hard with extra whipped cream.